No, this is about West Indies cricket and the coaching situation. I read recently on a cricket site that mentioned that Ravi Shastri, the Indian, former Indian great and also former coach of India, is available. And they were saying he's available and the West Indies Cricket Board should probably try to contract his services. And then somebody responded to say that West Indies' problem is not the coach. West Indies' problem is systemic. West Indies' problem is not the coach. West Indies' problem is systemic. It's a true statement, but I disagree that the coach can't make a difference because the system is bad. I disagree with that. I believe that a reputable coach coming in knows what he or she is about and can transform this team, because we've always said it. And you know what, even Jamaican, you compare it with Jamaican football. We always say we have the talent, but we just don't have the coaching, the proper guidance to bring out the best that we have. And it's the same for West Indies cricket. We have been saying that for years, that West Indies cricket has the talent, but they just can't put it together to be one of the forces, one of the big forces in cricket as they were back in the 70s, early 80s. But as I said, while I agree that the problem with West Indies cricket is systemic, that's the big problem, I believe a reputable coach who knows what he's doing can bring good results. And I'm talking now for the senior team, right? The problem with that is if he comes in and progress is slow, you're going to hear that this coach come to mash up West Indies cricket, which is funny, ironic, a stupid statement if ever there was one. West Indies cricket is already mashed up, if you want to use that term. So he can't come to mash up West Indies cricket. It would be better if you said he's coming to keep West Indies cricket down. But he's not coming to mash up West Indies cricket. You can't level that kind of accusation against any reputable coach, because the cricket is already down and done, right? And why would he want to keep West Indies cricket down? If West Indies, people have recognized that a strong West Indies team is good for cricket in general. A strong West Indies team is good for cricket all round, right? When West Indies go to play India or any other country, the support who used to come out to watch a game are the diehard cricket fans. You don't have people who just love just like the game and want to come and see a good contest or whatever. No, the people who come to watch West Indies cricket are the diehard cricket fans. They have time on their hands and they go to watch maybe their individual player playing, right? And as soon as that person get out, there's no more interest in the game. That sort of thing. That's what you see when West Indies cricket, especially when West Indies tours. When West Indies tour, it's like your team, whether it be England or whether it be Australia or whether it be India or any other team, you know your team has the advantage. And in some cases, you know your team is going to win. So you just go to watch your team. You have a particular player who you like watching. You like to see your team play. You know you like to see your team win, and you're going there to watch. You don't expect West Indies to beat you. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, right? We do have upsets in sports. But generally speaking, you are going there to watch your team win. Now, if you get a situation where the team that you're playing, it can go either way. That's big. That's how you generate income at the gates. That's how you generate interest. That's how you capture people's attention. That is a bigger situation. So I don't think anybody comes into West Indies cricket as a coach to keep the team down. Furthermore, if Ravi Shastri came in, he has a reputation as a coach, right? He doesn't want anybody to say, oh, he coached West Indies for like maybe a year or two or something, and their record was, say 0-20 or whatever the case may be across formats and things like that. This man has a reputation to protect. So therefore, he would do his best to see to it that West Indies made progress. I say, give the man a 3-year contract and see what happens, right? Because one of the things is that, West Indians, they want things to just happen overnight. And cricket is one of the worst games to expect that kind of thing to happen. I'm telling you. It's easier you get improve a football team than to improve a cricket team. Cricket is a hard sport to bring about the type of change over, a period of time. Trust me, cricket is one of those games, right? So I would endorse, I would endorse that, the coaching. Bringing in a coach, and I wouldn't just dismiss it to say it's systemic, and because the system is bad, then it will never improve or whatever. Yes, we know the politics of West Indies cricket is very influential in the way how the game is played. The politics of West Indies cricket, it affects who plays at any given time, right? A certain board member is president, and some players are out almost immediately, and some players that were out are now in. It changes, right? Based upon, this is the politics of West Indies cricket, right? So we know that, and we know that has to change if we are ever going to get to improve. Look at the team that Clive Lloyd captained. Many people ask, why was West Indies successful in the 80s? Why was West Indies successful in the mid-70s going into the 80s? Why? You know why? Clive Lloyd, who then was the captain of the team, he was also the coach of the team. We didn't have a coach back then, We had a manager, right, who took care of managerial stuff, right? We didn't have a coach. We assembled a group of talented people, and we were able to dominate cricket for a little bit more than a decade. Why? When Clive Lloyd came in, he appealed to the people, to the players on the team, to play together. Cut out what was going on around them. Cut out the division. He drew upon this word called professionalism. You have a job, you do your job, we will be successful because we are that good. That's what he was like not just captain, but he was also coach. And you have to have the right set of people who will buy into your idea, and then you would be able to get the results that you're looking for. Right? When they went to Kerry Packer and money was involved, right? Everybody came together and said, look, if we're going to win any of this money, if this is going to be something that we are going to prosper from, we have to play as a team. We have to hone our skills. We have to do all these things if we are ever going to tap into Kerry Packer's money. And that was a big part of why West Indies cricket was dominating at the time, because it came from the professionalism that was garnered through playing in the Kerry Packer series. And then it spilled over into national cricket. So that was the whole thing, right? And Lloyd was not just captain, but he was de facto coach as well. So yes, if we get a good coach who knows what he's doing, and he can actually turn this team around. Something that a lot of West Indians at this particular point don't believe ever will happen, because it's been going on for decades now that we're seeing ordinary cricket and even less than ordinary cricket, so to speak. So I don't know if Ravi Shastri would be interested in a job like this, because then the systemic part again comes in, because coach come in, management want to tell him what to do and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, it would have to be, okay, the man would have to come in and say, look, no interference, I do what I want, just support what I say or what I do or whatever. I don't want any opposition at all. And you have to give him that. Give him 3 years. You understand? And at the end of 3 years, you can assess whether or not, progress is being made, anything is being done, and you can extend the contract, or it can be a mutual decision, what happens next. That kind of thing. So I agree. I'm agreeing with the substantive point that the coach can make a difference despite the systemic issues that the region is going through where cricket is concerned. The coach can make a difference. The same thing happened with the Jamaica Football Federation and the World Cup qualifying. The system was bad. The system is still bad. Some even say the system is worse now. But Rene Simoes could have come in and bring about qualifications for a competition that before Rene Simoes came, nobody ever felt that Jamaica could have reached that stage. Jamaica in the World Cup, no. When the World Cup come on, we choose which team we like. Most people like Brazil. People like Germany. People like England. So when the World Cup starts, that's what we get our flags, we get our shirts or whatever the case may be, and we support that. We never thought Jamaica would actually be in the World Cup finals. Rene Simoes came in and changed that despite the systemic problems that the JFF has and still have. Okay, so a coach can bring about changes despite the system. And that's my take on that.